Barakatah Yahweh.
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 The brother from the city Indianapolis camp, want to come back? Come on, we'll give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to our apostles, the great millstone, who rule and teach well. And peace and salutation to you, brothers, pushing this truth week in, week out, sincerity, charity, and love, and the spirit of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay? We're just going to have a little quick hit, man, about, who's actually ruling this earth, man. Okay? Because a lot of people are really dumbed down to who's actually in rulership and who's been in rulership, okay? Who controls everything, all right? All right? We're going to go ahead and get started.
This is Genesis 25 and 25. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau.
That's right. The first came out red. Who they talking about? Esau. Who's red on this earth, man? All right? The so-called white man, okay? That's his skin pigmentation, okay? That's what that's going into, okay? The so-called white man is that red, okay? It was a battle in the womb with two nations, okay? And that red nation is the so-called white man, okay? Go ahead.
Genesis 25 and 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
That's right. That's when his name turned into Edom. Okay, when he gave over his blessing, man. Okay, and ate that raw meat, man. He became Edom. All right, we're gonna go to Malachi.
This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
That's right. When it says Edom saith, we are impoverished, but will return. That's where they were kicked out of the lands that they were once in, moved into the mountains. And they said that they would return and build the desolate places. That's talking about that Renaissance period where they revived themselves to what Esau is today and ruling the world. They said that they would build what the Lord would throw down. That is that they did build, like I said, as you see today. The Lord said he would throw down, which is a future prophecy talking about Babylon. But here's where they are called the border of wickedness. That's how they got the name wickedness. And the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. That indignation is that righteous anger that he has against them for all that they've done in this world.
That's right. You're right, brother. Go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
So it says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So that means the rulership of the earth, those who are over everyone, is governed and ruled by the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof through iconoclasm, and even going back to the book of Maccabees, they paint the likeness of their images in the book of the law. All those sculptures, they lightened them, or what they would call whitened them. So that was the way how they covered the face of the judges. Who are those judges? Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the angels, the apostles, the prophets, all the Israelites, pretty much everybody in the Bible. Because when you go on Google, you look at them, you just type in any name of the Bible, you're gonna see a so-called white man. Really, they red. They say, if not where, and who is he? And these devils, they everywhere. Like I said, they came out, from them caves. When they came back to their rulership via the Renaissance, they started to go everywhere. And they say, and who is he? And we understand there's only one nation of people who covered the face of the judges, and that's your so-called white man.
That's right.
God. All right, going to the next scripture. Habakkuk 2, verse 5. And it reads, Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but garnereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
So like it said, he transgresses by wine. All these nations pretty much follow after Esau Edom through his philosophies, through his doctrines, through his democracies. You look at Moab and look at Ammon, they wearing suits and ties right now. Look at the Hamites wearing suits and ties. No one's really wearing their original garb. And like I said, he is a proud man. We know that these Edomites, these so-called white men, they proud as hell. They always throw in our face, we put y'all in slavery. We came and destroyed y'all. We put y'all in captivity. So forth for so on. Everything is me, me, me. We did this, right? And neither keep it at home. They have the most military bases throughout all the world in all nations. They have an embassy in pretty much all nations around the world. It says also enlarge his desire as hell and is at death and cannot be satisfied. These devils can't be satisfied. They just in that gimme, gimme, gimme spirit. They feel like they need to have everything. And with them having the world and having the dominion, and having rulership over everything, that's why I say they enlarge their desire as hell. They want to have everything. They're greedy. They are niggards. And also it says, but gather to him all nations and heap unto him all people. So all the places that they go into, like I said, they put their embassies there. They gather unto them all nations. So then even though here in Babylon the Great, they call this a melting pot. You got people of all nationalities that's over here. And they reign over them. You know, through the power that they was given to from Yahweh Shem Ashai to be the wicked that rule this world.
If I made it back to my level, he was saying how they conquered, they go into these different, they had different embassies everywhere. They just don't put those embassies in those countries. They give their democracy, okay? They give their, as he said, they give their philosophy and their democracy, okay? They go into these other countries and try to dictate what's wrong, and then they put it into their philosophy, their way of ruling in governments, okay? Because they go over there to basically change the rule of your government and make you run your country as America is ran. Okay?
Using their currency too. Khan. Using their currency.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Right. So when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. That goes into gladness, happiness, joyfulness. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. That goes into pain and grief. When you look outside today, everybody's in pain and grief. All the riots going on, that's the people expressing their pain. Just with everything.
Khan. You got joblessness, homelessness,
Grief, pain,
people having to wear a mask. That's not normal.
Right.
Not normal at all.
They know that mask is slowly killing you. That's another form of your pain in this world also.
Taxes.
Yeah. Your money's not your own. Pain.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if you about to see the the end of your next bills sometimes,
Right. And if I may add, that's another thing too. That's how we understand that the wicked is bearing rule of the peaceful mourning. Because like the brother has said, uproar is going everywhere. Civil unrest going everywhere. Hunger, famine, all that stuff is everywhere. And like I said, if they're righteous, and it's a cut to those gutter rats who are in their land claiming to be. Because like I said, if they was really righteous and there was authority, everything would be, everybody would be rejoicing.
In harmony.
So everything be in peace and in harmony. But even unto this day, it's been war since since they even came into power.
That's right.
They ain't never been out of war, especially when you go into America, but they've been at war pretty much like for over 200 years out of the 230 some years that they've been established.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, this is with these devils when they in rulership, people mourning. They hoping for us to come into rulership so that they can have that sense of peace and like the brother said, harmony as well.
Scriptures also, the tree should be happy when righteousness is in rulership, man.
Mm-hmm.
This whole earth, animals, everything is going to be happy, man. That's how you know the wicked is in rulership, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
And that second Egyptian president in 1952, Gabel El Nasser, said there will never be peace in Israel because the Jews left here so-called black and they came back white, and then they offed them after that. So, but yeah, he said that. That's a quote from the second Egyptian president in 1952. Gabel El Nasser. Yep.
And if I may add right quick, if you jump down in the same chapter, it says, this is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 16. when the wicked are multiplied, so we understand, we establish that the wicked is Esau, Edom in this context. It says transgression increasing. Because like I said, they the wicked, they profane. They wasn't given the law, statutes, and commandments to lead a righteous life for the people that they rule over. But the righteous shall see their fall. So in the end of all the atrocities and all the things they commit in the earth, all the wickedness, in the end, when our rulership is to come about, we're going to see them fall.
Con.
Or we're going to be some of those men who implement that fall
That's right.
with Yahweh Shai and the holy angels.
Getting that spiritual power.
Israel got next.
That's right.
God.
And,
All right.
this is, go ahead, bro. Slack you.
Second Esdras 6 and 9, Salaki. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that followeth.
Like you said, Esau's the end of the world. So we understand through prophecy that the nation of people who are going to be on top, who are going to be ruling, are the Esau, Edom, you so-called red man. Well, you are the red man, but you are a so-called white man. You're going to be the end of this world. And then it says Jacob is the beginning of that followeth, because even when this world is going to eon, rulership, when that's done away with, because you got some Christians think that the whole world, like mainly like vocab, they think the whole world is going to blow up into a million pieces. But that's not the case, because in the scriptures say that the earth abideth forever. So that's a cut to that.
Con.
So like I say, for Esau is the end of the world. So like I said, that proves, even through scriptures, through Daniel, through Second Esdras, that that revised Roman Empire, you Edomites are going to be ruling before the fall.
God. If I may, I'm gonna jump up to 8 real quick. And he said to me from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau was born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. And when you go into that, that's symbolic. Okay? That was a symbolic, let him know, yes, you're gonna have rulership, but I'm gonna be right behind you. Okay? That was symbolic, okay? So yes, Esau is the end of this world, and Jacob is the beginning that follows it, man. Okay?
Con.
All right. I hope that was edifying to the body. With that, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakwadash.
double honor star apostles of the great millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutation to you, brothers, pushing this truth week in, week out, sincerity, charity, and love in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. Shalom.
Shalom.